Hello everybody and welcome back to Mario Tennis Open. In the last episode we started up the game and competed in our first tournament, the Mushroom Singles Cup. In this episode we're going to be showing off some more of the side games, and I'm going to start out with special games by a basic ring shot. Usually these mini games are more used to get coins and grind stuff up, because in general they can be more fun than the tournaments just because you're not playing basic tennis. So we're going to choose Yoshi as our own character, and the other character is going to just be random. I do also want to show off a lot of these stadiums. We have the Mario Stadium. We have 3 different versions of it. We have Mushroom Valley, Wario Dunes, DK Jungle, Bowser's Castle, Penguin Iceberg, and Peach's Palace. And these aren't even all the stages. We have more to unlock, so it gets really interesting. I love the stages in this game and just the music that plays. We'll play on Mushroom Valley, just because, Also, all of these stages... Actually, I'm not sure if it's the stages individually, but we have 3 different difficulties in terms of ring shot. It's not as extensive as the Mario 64 one, so, trade-offs. Score 200 ring points within 1 minute. So as you can see, it's not going to take too long, but I'm going to love playing as my fave, Yoshi. Hit the ball through the rings while maintaining a rally. Guide it through multiple rings at once to earn bonus points. So in this, we're not outright looking to best our opponent, but more work with him to get as many points as we can. He will, in general, hit it straight towards you, so if you stand behind the rings, you'll have a better chance of getting a better score. The smaller the rings, the higher your score, and if you get multiple rings in one go, it'll double and triple and then quadruple the points you get. I don't know why he did a lob. Maybe he was specifically trying to avoid rings. The faster you do it, the more coins you will get at the end. And of course, not messing up at all will help as well. Alright, and we're almost to our score total here. That'll do it. Yeah, it's not too difficult compared to the first game, simply because I think the AI is a bit better. We have 24 seconds left, so that's going to add 24 coins, giving us 224 coins, which gives us a ton of coins that we can use to show off buying stuff. So next we have the amateur rings. And just so you know, basically the way I go through this game is going to be, we'll do some tournaments, then we'll do some side modes. So I just want to show off the clubhouse a little more here. In the item shop, we can now buy merchandise. I want to point out our stats here. Well, no, we'll be able to buy them without changing our stats first. So we have several pages of rackets. There's a lot to unlock. So let's get those peach things. Yeah. And of course, anything will be better than the stuff you start out with. That's all we could buy. I did not realize that. So now if we go to change outfit, you can see, we have no power. Okay, as you can see, we have our basic stats here. Power is just at the 1/4 line, spins there, and move is there. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so what these different colors represent is how well each of those stats are represented in that thing. So of course they're all equal now, but if we add the peach things, pretty sure we'll get a bit more spin. Yeah, because she's a technique character and that's what they focus on. So we'll go ahead and equip those and increase our stats a tiny bit. We're not going to be playing with our Mii that much, simply because he's mostly used for online. You can use them in the tournaments, but I'd rather use the characters themselves because you get their star forms by playing in the tournaments. I do want to finish up Ring Shot while we're at it, since we started it out. There's also, this is not nearly the full roster in the game, by the way. There's so many more characters, you're going to be amazed. So let's do Diddy Kong. Speed characters are of course going to be better here. Let's do the Peaches court. It's not like I want to show off all these courts before we get to them in the actual tournaments, but it's just a good look at things that are coming up. A technique character would also not be bad, since you could just place your shots wherever you want. Also, now that we're on intermediate, there's going to be rings not appearing straight over the thing. Also, I have to wonder, actually, is the computer player decided upon which stage you chose? Because I wasn't expecting a peach on this stage, but we just happened to do it. Oh yeah, we hit a bad shot there, so it just shot above the ring, so you want to be careful about that. Also, she's doing a bunch of lobs for some reason, and I do not appreciate it. Get this big one here. I think it's only going to be, like, worth 1 point. I don't know if they ever, like, go away. Yeah, it was worth 1 point. We doubled it to 2, but yeah. I don't think they ever go away. You have to get them in. Just like all the previous games, of course. Quickly coming upon this, and I think once you get to, like, a certain point, the scores get increased that you get. I don't recall that too vividly, though, so I'm not sure. Also, that was a great little volley there. Get these two. Great. We're almost there. A little cooperation from Peach would be wonderful. If she could get through all 3 of these. Ugh. And we are done. Cool. Yeah, 38 seconds. I think that's left on the timer. That's not how long it took, right? Yeah, that's 38 seconds left. Giving us quite a bit of coins. So now we can do the pro rings, which will be a little bit harder and more difficult. So we're just going to change the level. I think I'll stick with Diddy Kong. I do want to show off like every character type. So far we've done like all around in speed. Of course, as usual, I am not the best with power characters. Oh my god. There's lobs now. You have to remember the button combination. That's A and then B for a shot. Normally pressing the button twice would increase the power of the shot. That's not the case in this game, actually. This game's a little different in the fact that you press the button once and you're good. Even in Ultra Smash, like, pressing the button twice would allow you to do a jump shot, which... Oh, I did a drop shot, my bad. Which would, basically make the shot more powerful, usually. Not all the time, it would usually do it. And in the previous games, if you press the button twice, once again, like in 64, they didn't mention this at all, but pressing the button twice increases the power of your shot dramatically. And that's, of course, you had to have the time to charge it up a little, and then it would increase the power. But in this game, once again, bringing it back to the basics, really good for beginners. You only have to press the button once to do each shot. Although I'm almost, like, just tempted to just press it twice, just because I've played so much Tennis 64. So you know how it is. Can we get it through this one, please? Thank you. We also have some that are, like, leaning down a bit, so it's hard to get them through there. Well, I'm glad the one was the one that we got first. Alright, we hit 200, so we're doing good. Not much farther to go. Actually, no, never mind. We have to get, like, 500. We should be able to do it still. It's a little difficult with the ones that are getting lobs, because basically we can't chain them with anything. We have to get them on our own. Oh, that was beautiful. That was great. The maximum amount of points you can get in one shot, let me think. So you get 5? It would be 15. 15, 10, and 5, so you'd get a total of 25, 30 actually from that one shot. So if you can get really lucky, you can get that, but I'm not seeing it right now in the cards. Plus, that would mean you'd have to get all 3 of them in the previous shot as well, which is just kind of crazy. And not very practical. That was not a lob like I wanted. There we go. Yeah, and you might be wondering, oh, well, what's the mode after this one? It's just an endless mode, really. It gives you like a few minutes to work with, and then you have to get the highest score total possible. And it's really, really good for grinding out coins if you need them. Not so good for getting all the items in the shop, however. For those, you probably just want to use the easy one, since it's gonna finish the soonest. And yeah, we got done with 30 seconds to go. Although I don't think it's gonna round up for us. Nope, just 29 seconds. That's a shame. But that does give us quite a bit of coins. And we have the Ring Shot Challenge, which is just, you know, high score. And we also got Baby Peach as a character for getting through all of those, yeah. Clearing all of these pretty much is going to be giving us characters occasionally as we move on. Baby Peach is, I believe, a technique character. Simply because it's, you know, Baby Peach, but I'm not 100% sure about that. In fact, you know what? Let's try her out. It would fit, wouldn't it? Okay. So, Baby Peach is going to be right there. She's a tricky character. I did not know that. Wow. Okay, let's go to... Ooh. I think none of these courts are going to have their gimmicks that they usually have. Like, usually the Ice Court would, of course, have Ice Physics. Bowser Court, I think, leans sometimes. This court has bananas thrown on it. Various things will happen during these courts. Let's do this one, though, because it's a good song. Most of these are really good remixes. Ugh, killer. Oh yeah, you can see how much my shot curved there. I thought she... Oh my god, that's not good. My shots are going above the rings that are in the air. That's how good she is for a tricky character. Yeah, so as a tricky character, I guess I could explain in more depth. See how all my slices are going like radically in one direction, they're curving. And then my lobs go incredibly high. Honestly, it's not a good thing for this game mode. Not at all. We're going to have to aim a little bit better if we want to get them in these rings. I was thinking she'd be a technique character and be great for this mode, but not the case, of course. That's how it has to be. Also, there's, if you can notice, 4 rings at a time now that we're in endless mode, which is a bit better for getting, you know, more points and everything, so it's nice. And I wasn't really paying attention, but I think it gave us 3 minutes to work with, maybe 2.5. Don't recall. But yeah, getting high scores in this is really cool. And I also remember, like, when the game came out, everyone was posting YouTube videos of, like, their best scores and everything. And I'd like just commenting, being like, oh, this is my high score, but you completely destroyed it. I'm so proud of you. And they'd be like, wow, thanks. The Mario Tennis community is really a super positive community. And I hope that Aces is going to grow it a lot, because it seems like it's going to be the first tennis game in a long time that's going to actually impress people. First off, it's going to have a story mode. Everyone's keeps saying, like, oh, it's going to be that RPG story mode from Tennis Advance, and it's like, no, or Power Tour, I believe it was called. No, I don't think it's going to have the RPG mechanics that the other ones did. I think it's just going to be a linear path like we were shown, sadly. But it'll be good anyway. And plus, if it has a tournament, it's already beating out Ultra Smash. They're also, oh, that's bad. Basically, that just penalizes you in points because it forces the opponent to serve it again. Aces just looks really good because, first off, you can, if you look at the trailer, you'll see tons and tons of reused assets. A lot of the models are reused, and even like used lower poly than than Ultra Smash did, which is really good because they're focusing on gameplay rather on the visuals. Like, Ultra Smash was absolutely beautiful, I'll give it that, but it had absolutely no content. It's also reusing the main court from that game, which is also good, because it's like, no one's going to care about the generic main court of everyone being the same. So I'm really glad that they're reusing a lot of assets to try and, like, you know, put the focus in the game in other places, and it's already looking to be incredible. So I am very excited for that. And of course, Sports Superstars, like, I mean, who cares about that game, to be honest? If anything, people liked it because they could collect the amiibo cards. Also, like, yeah, look at that, 722 coins. That is an absolutely ridiculous amount of coins. So we're gonna go back to the main menu. I don't recall if we've been actually winning any any item shop stuff from those. We can buy the Waluigi racket, which is going to give us a lot of curve in our shots, and a lot of reach as well. Actually, I'm not sure if it really affects your reach. That's weird for like a defense character. I'm not sure how exactly that affects us. I mean, it'll of course give us a lot of technique because that's what Waluigi was before, so I think that's how it's going to be. You know what? It gives a lot of power to the slice, so I think that means that our curves are going to be absolutely insane. I've never actually... You can't actually, like, max out all of those little gauges there. That's just not going to happen. Sad to say. You know what? I kind of want to check the outfits to see if there's anything with ring shot that we need to satisfy to be able to get... Actually, it's not here. Costumes you don't have to buy, you just get them whenever you complete them. Final Cup. 800 ring points and ring shot. You know what? Let's go for that, honestly. Yeah, just as we're going through the game, I do want to satisfy all of these conditions and get through them. So we're not going to be playing as Baby Peach. I think Yoshi was our... Actually, you know what? Peach would be a better one since she's technique, and we'll just go with a... Bounce is weak, but the ball speed is fast. That's actually good. So the grass court's probably going to be our best bet here. And let's get to it. Just like last time. But like I was saying, Sports Superstars, like, it really didn't add anything to any of the sports in it. Football was a new one. I mean, I guess technically, soccer. Soccer was a new one, but it was very underdeveloped. that game was. It said like, oh, each game was big enough to be its own game. That's not the truth at all. Also, it kind of sucks that we have Donkey Kong here, because he is not, a power character is not going to be ideal. His shots will be a little faster, so that's going to be good in terms of us getting more like times through the middle. But other than that, I'm not too excited about that. I would have preferred like Daisy. That would have been ideal, to be fair. Also, since my lobs can now go through the rings, that is fantastic. We need to get this big ring here. It's useless. Just the better we can like combo, the better we can do. And if I don't get it in this run, I'll probably just speed up a run after this and show you the results of it. It shouldn't be too hard to hit 800 since we almost got it on our first try, and we are actually getting fairly lucky right here. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that one out. Ooh, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. The blue text there we hadn't actually seen. We just got all 4 in one. So yeah, I think the strategy in general should be go for the ones that are up high first, so you don't have, because like you're not going to be comboing them that much. So just get them out of the way while you can. Oh, I shouldn't have hit it that direction. All right, get both of those. Oh, that was beautiful. Did not see that being that useful. Good old 10 right there as well. We have a good amount of time left. I think we can do it. I think it does start you with 2.5 minutes, because that would make more sense. Get through both of these. Please, Donkey Kong. Thank you. All these ones being big is kind of useless for us. Oh! I didn't realize he'd get it through that one. Yeah, Donkey Kong's not going to be too useful in getting those ones on the side. It just sucks. I probably should be using slices since you have better placement with those. Topspin's really like the power character move. So I should be slicing to get better positions. Get both of these out of the air, please. Thank you. And like once at the time you get like all the ones out of the air, all the other rings are going to be big and bad. So it's like, what can you do? Ooh, that was bad. Wanted to get that first one in for sure. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't think we're going to make it. We're so close. I think I need to stand a little bit farther back so I can get better shots. I don't even think we're going to beat the last one. I'm going to blame Donkey Kong, because first off, why am I getting a power character? Yeah, we didn't really come close. We still had 40 points we had to get there. Yikes. If anything, we're going to have plenty of coins to spend in the shop. I'm going to go ahead and do it in fast speed. I said that incorrectly multiple times. Let's go. Oh, I am so angry. We got so close. You know what that means? Another attempt. All right, we barely got it there, and that was just with a couple of lucky shots at the end there. Oof, okay, so that is going to get us another costume. The costumes are basically like an easy, like, oh, you have the whole thing now. It's not like the actual things you can buy, it's just a whole separate thing entirely. So now if we were to equip that costume, we would have the exact same stats as Peach, and that's how you get around really only being able to use a Mii when you're playing with, you know, when you're playing online and you only have the choice of your Mii. So these are what Peach's stats look like if you were curious, and oddly, she's really fast. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's what a technique character is, a faster character with good placement. I don't know. Anyway, in the next episode, we're going to be heading off into the tournament to show off some of the doubles matches. So I will see you all then. and goodbye.